Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. We only have tomorrow to the big day. In this video, I want us to have a look at a tweet by Mutahi Ngunyi. A tweet that is going to form the basis of our analysis and discussion right now. Mutahi Ngunyi, dear Ruto, you are uniting the country against yourself. Do not harden your heart. And if you do, God will send a prophet to tell you to your face, let my people go. I agree with Sakaja. Search for a middle ground is what country needs. That's Mutahi's tweet. And Mutahi is sending some words of wisdom to William Ruto. In this video, I want us to dissect that, for it's going to help us in building our analysis and discussion. Before we do that, if you are watching us, but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like this. Mutahi Ngunyi is delivering bad news to William Ruto, but indirectly. He's telling William Ruto, if you cannot change, change will change you. And that change is a revolution. And if you look at Kenya, as it is right now, Kenya is ready for a revolution. And I'm very sure and very certain that if William Ruto and his team proceeds the way they are doing, there will be a revolution. That's something I'm saying without any fear of contradiction. And that is so because Ruto, for the 7 months he has been in power, he has technically made it impossible for independent government institutions to do their work. IEBC, as I talk, is compromised. Judiciary is compromised. The legislature, National Assembly and the Senate, compromised. DCI compromised. Anti-corruption compromised. So basically, all these institutions are compromised. That leaves Kenyans without any option. The only option now is for Kenyans to exercise their powers directly. And the only way they can exercise that power is through a revolution. Yes, it's through a revolution. And I'm saying that because already we are seeing opposition elected leaders, members of parliament, senators, and even governors joining the government, claiming they are joining it for development. We are joining the government for development. If all opposition MPs joins the government, who will do the oversight? Because again, without oversight, the government will not deliver. The government can only deliver if there is a vibrant opposition doing the oversight. But from what we are seeing with these members of parliament, they are actually joining the government and helping that government to oppress the poor masses. Yesterday, I saw some 7 ODM members of parliament, plus a Senator Ojienda, the ones who recently defected to Kenya Kwanza, the ones who were seen at State House. They were talking against the planned countrywide demonstrations. And I'm very sure that the press briefing they held was clearly paid, and they were directed on how they were going to read the press statement. So you are seeing clearly William Ruto is going to very extreme length in making sure that his government is not being held accountable. That's what I'm seeing here. So Ruto is pushing Kenyans to the wall, and that can only lead to a revolution. And besides that, I also fail to understand how somebody in his sane mind, be it an elected leader, be it whoever, can support a William Ruto's government. I fail to understand that. A government clearly discriminating Kenyans along ethnic lines. Look at the parastatals. Almost 99% of the bosses are from the Kalenjin nation. Look at the government in its entirety. Over 60 to 70% of appointments in the government are from two communities, the Kalenjins and the Mountain. Rigathi Gachagua himself is bravely telling Kenyans that if you never voted for this government, then forget about government jobs and services. While all Kenyans are paying taxes. And the same government, from some quarters, a good section of Kenyans strongly believe they never elected that government. If you look at all these things, you are seeing that Kenya is not really sitting at a very safe position. There is trouble looming for William Ruto and his team. And just as I did explain in our yesterday's analysis, on the issue of the warrant of arrest being issued against Russia's president, Vladimir Putin, that should equally be a warning to William Ruto and his team. William Ruto is behaving as if he's God. He's the owner of oxygen. If you look at the kind of arrogance William Ruto and his team are talking with, then you can think he's God. And some democrats, some elected leaders who are just seeking their own selfish gains are praising him for their own selfish gains. In fact, from where I sit, all these leaders crossing over to William Ruto's team, their constituents should initiate a process of recalling them. In fact, they should not even be given that 5-year mandate. These are leaders who should be recalled because the mere fact that they campaigned on as a new platform, upon getting elected, they change comes. They cross over. That's commanship of the highest level. And I honestly believe these are leaders who are not worth being called people's representatives. They are just people using the people to benefit themselves. They are using the people for their own personal benefits as elected representatives. And earlier today in the city, William Ruto's government arrested about 50 university students who were meeting somewhere, and that in one way or the other goes on to confirm the kind of panic in William Ruto's government. Ruto is seriously panicking, and arresting Kenyans who are critical of his government will not stop Kenyans or will not stop us from telling William Ruto that you are on the wrong. The truth of the matter, William Ruto is getting it completely wrong. And I'll be lying if I don't tell him that way. Ruto, you are getting it wrong. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. But even before I stop, if you are watching us, but you have not yet subscribed, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. And to our fans and subscribers here, I'm very much humbled, very grateful for the kind of support you are giving me here. God bless you, God bless Kenya. Any other person who wants to support us here, I've pinned my number on the comment section. Contact me through the number or feel free to channel your support to the number. Mutahi Ngunyi is just reminding William Ruto, if you don't embrace inclusivity, Kenyans will rebel against you. Yes. And that rebellion is actually at hand. Yes, the rebellion is at hand. Let's meet in our next analysis.